side today, exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
This transmission is coming to you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
waging war on corruption.
All right, you are go.
It's Alex Jones, coming to you live from the front lines of the Infowar.
when you come face to face with the fact that we're dealing with organized evil with these mega corporations, and that everything they preach about all day, being loving, being good, caring about humanity, is a cover for who they really are. Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, truly wicked, wicked organizations. It's all coming up. Top of Drudge Report has it said best: Amazon warehouse of hell, robots replace exhausted humans. They make you package one package per 9 seconds or you're fired.
Check.
Many of these sales are for one day only because of the supplies. We've got Patriot Apparel. We've got it all. Help fund the Second American Revolution that's glowing global at InfoWarsStore.com. And whatever you do, pray for the Republic and pray for the fall of the New World Order.
There's a need for a new world order, but it has different characteristics in different parts of the world.
Live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
We think. Just let me think.
I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sutler.
Damn it.
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and selecting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others. They will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
There is a war. It's happening now. It will decide the fate of humanity. The time to choose sides has come. We are the resistance. We are the Infowar. And it is Cyber Monday, the 27th day of November 2017. I'm Alex Jones, your host. We're going to be live here for the next 4 hours. I do intend to open the phones up and take your calls today. The news is getting so insane, so crazy, that I don't even know where to start anymore. I mean, just look at these headlines. Amazon warehouse of hell, robots replace exhausted humans. And then, if you go deeper, you learn that all of Amazon, every bit of it is taxpayer subsidized nationwide, and it is exempt from all of the major laws that it lobbies for against us to shut down Main Street, to even shut down Walmart. It has slave factories in China, the equivalent of slavery here, absolutely cold-blooded, absolutely technocratic. It gets $1.48 every package it ships of taxpayer money. Other big companies don't get that. He's building buildings all over the major cities where he's based, where they basically push the employees to then live in a small apartment, pay more per square foot than you normally would. He's buying up the grocery stores. He's buying up the infrastructure, and he's doing it all through monopoly systems. And he says he's going to replace humans, that's his ultimate goal. But it's okay he's abusive and oppressive and repressive because he likes Obama, and that makes it trendy. Kind of like Apple with the suicide nets in the stairwells and around the buildings at their Foxconn factories. Remember that? And the people jumping off the roofs and the forced drugging. But the media didn't care because it's Apple. And they're trendy, and they support Black Lives Matter. So it's okay if Obama funded the Arab Spring and the Muslim Brotherhood to put hundreds of thousands of women into slavery as young as 6 years of age and rape them to death and throw gays off buildings because they pose and say they're liberal, so it must be okay. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, while Google admits that even if you turn off all the spy functions, they're still watching you, they're still listening to you, they're still tracking where you go, what you do. You've got cancer rates skyrocketing, you've got vaccines killing people all over the place and causing neurological disorders and causing all sorts of problems. But despite all of that, we're told that sex scandals dealing with men asking women out is paramount to Harvey Weinstein raping women, according to eyewitnesses, and Kevin Spacey basically sexually assaulting men. All of that is paramount in the media's conflation with a man asking a woman out or a man trying to kiss a woman and then she rebuffs him. That is paramount now with rape and pedophilia. But the American people see right through all of this. We've seen wall-to-wall coverage in the control corporate press that Trump supports a child molester, Roy Moore, as if he is a child molester, as if he's been proven or convicted, when they have far more proof of Bill Clinton on a sex trafficker's airplane going to an island where sex trafficked children were taken. And we have senior Secret Service agents like Mr. Bongino saying that while they were there, they witnessed things you couldn't believe, and they've threatened to release the information. But that's not even in the news. We wrote about it last Friday, didn't even get any coverage. Who cares? Ex-Secret Service agent threatens to drop new details about Bill Clinton and Lolita Express. Newswars.com. But meanwhile, Trump comes out and says, we haven't seen any proof, and until I see proof on Roy Moore, I'm not going to support the Democrat. Pelosi comes out and calls Conyers an icon. But that's okay. Now the media spins it, oh, look, Trump supports a child molester. But he hadn't been convicted of it, hadn't been proven. Talk about defamation, but see, he's a public figure, so they hide behind that. Meanwhile, Trump has come out and said that he will not campaign for Moore, and he said he wouldn't campaign for him before and didn't originally support him. But again, it turns into this giant diversion as if all the crimes on earth against women were done by Judge Roy Moore. Meanwhile, CNN had a big report out yesterday saying sexual harassment globally by the numbers and said, oh, the Middle East doesn't have any problems. America, that's where we're bad to women. I'm not kidding. So that's how they operate. Meanwhile, last week, major corporations broke ties with Google and YouTube for now over the fact that they have been promoting sexualization of children and softcore child porn, if you could call it that, and weird snuff film videos, simulated snuff films of children being killed, cut into videos that are supposed to look like they're family friendly. Last night, I started getting more intel about this and then saw it in the news today. This is on Infowars.com. YouTube autocomplete tool shows users profoundly disturbing child sex results when they search for how-to videos, and that's coming up as well. You just type in how-to change a tire, how-to sail a boat, how-to tie your shoelaces, how-to plant tulips, how-to sell your bike. No, that's not what you get. how to have sex with your kids, and then a bunch of other vulgar searches are the first thing you